Seahawks, because yardage marks are you're rearing for trouble in that regard. All right, next we have a London game with the Minnesota
Ooh.
Vikings traveling to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, traveling to more so they're traveling across the pond, but Pittsburgh is considered the home team. So, yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see about the Vikings. This feels like just a defensive slugfest.
It is probably going to be.
Okay, so just sort of for some stat nerds out there, I didn't understand that the Minnesota Vikings were one of the most winningest franchises above defeats. They have like 150 wins above defeat. If you know that, if you recognize what that stat is, yeah, insane.
Wow.
Chargers are one of the worst teams, by the way, but the worst team is actually the Lions. But anyway, well, the thing about football is like there's macro trends and then there's micro trends. And macro trends say Steelers probably win this game, but the trends also say that this game's actually going to be a good game.
Yeah, I still believe. Look, the Vikings beat down the Bengals, but it's also still the Bengals.
I think both defenses are in front of each other's offenses for these two teams.
I'd agree.
Well, I feel that they're relying more heavily on their defenses for each. The real question is going to be who's going to turn the ball over first, or who's going to keep turning the ball over. Whoever's going to turn the ball over the most in this game is going to lose. I mean, obviously, that usually works out, but not recently. Actually, that stat hasn't been completely true. But I feel like that's going to be true here.
Carson Wentz or Aaron Rodgers? Who do you think's going to turn the ball over first?
I don't think either of them are going to ball out. I would actually take the under for passing yards. I take the under for rushing yards. I take the under for every yardage mark because this game feels like
sticky.
This can feel like locking horns in London. According to all these stats, it says that the Vikings defense is number 1 intermediate passing, number 2 in long passing, number 2 in passing versus pressure. Passing efficiency is number 1 for the defensive stats. I mean, again, that's next gen stats, so it's like, it's tough to really quantify what that actually means. What they're saying is that the Vikings defense plays very fast. They play very fast.
I think I got to go with the Vikings this game. I just think they got younger talent. Like Steelers have been playing pretty well, but I mean, they're also old. The whole team just feels old.
I'm actually going to say, give me the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think that their offense is still together. They're still gelling. I think that they're going to figure it out this weekend against the Vikings. Because the Vikings play a special kind of coverage that Aaron Rodgers absolutely shreds every time. So give me Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going to say not very... it's not going to look impressive on paper, but when you actually look at the film, you're like, holy shit, Aaron Rodgers is still slinging it, man. I'm going to say this game's going to be 18 to... I want to say 12, but 12, I don't feel like you're going to get 4 field goals. I think something weird's going to happen. Like there's going to be like a missed PAT or something like that. So I would say 18 to 13.
All right.
Viking Carson Wentz tries late to win the game, but TJ Watt gets a sack and pretty much takes their hopes off. Carson Wentz hold on to the ball too long.
I'm going to say Minnesota 13 to 10. Well, I don't think it's going to be high scoring. I don't think it's going to be pretty high scoring either.
That's a lot of punts. I think a lot of punts in this game for sure. Okay, next we have the Washington Commanders traveling to the Atlanta Falcons.
But that should not be that low. That should be higher for the Commanders, bro, for the betting odds.
Dude, nightmare matchup for the Falcons right now. Absolute nightmare matchup. This is not who you want to see right now.
Is Penix starting or is
this Falcons did not want to see the Commanders right now. Commanders are just, I think they're just a better football team right now. Just overall.
I would agree. I don't know if Jay Daniels is playing or Kirk Cousins is playing for the Falcons. I don't think it matters really. I just think Commanders are going to roll them.
I think the Commanders just are playing. They're playing more complete right now. I will say that I like what I see out of the Falcons defense with who their players again. Hold on. Cut this part out. I forgot their players. Stats.
James Pierce Jr.
Why does it just keep showing the I want to see the defense. They're just talking about the defense just in generalization terms. I actually want to give out names. I don't know who the fuck's on their defense. Whatever. Okay,
they got James Pierce Jr.
Whatever. I don't care. Just cut this part out.
I wasn't trying to spend much time with this team either.
Yeah, I feel that the Commanders are just a better football team right now. If Jane Daniels is back, I think the line is -1.5. The over/unders is 44.5, and the money and it's -122 on the money line and +102 on the money line for Atlanta. The thinking that's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be close. I think this line is saying that Mariota is going to play. So
Mariota played pretty well against the Raiders, dude.
Yeah, and I think Mariota's still got some juice. This 2-game stretch for him, I think he can pull it off. Also, this is a Mariota revenge game. He played for the Falcons, so
he did another revenge game.
I'll think of it like that, man. That's how football is sometimes. You know, you could have all the stats say one team, and then the other team could just come out and just smack them in the mouth and blow them out 30-0.
Yeah, but this is taking the Commanders by everything, dude.
I will say that Falcons defense has been playing a lot better though. They
gave us 30 points last week.
It was 30 points, but okay, it was 30 points, but that was the offense's fault. Dude, okay, look, if they give you if Penix throws an interception on the 30-yard line of your 30-yard line, yeah, what are the odds that the defense going to score a touchdown or the offense going to score a touchdown? Like, it's likely. It's likely. So I think
Isaiah likely.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually a Kirk Cousins revenge game too. I just realized that he's starting. So
if he is,
we'll have to see. Yeah, I don't know if Penix is going to start next week. I hope for his career he does. I just, you can't have a game like that in Carolina.
Yeah,
if they pulled him because they didn't want him to get hurt because they were already losing 30-0 and there was no way for them really to come back. All right, I understand that, but I don't frankly understand why you would pull him like that. I think you keep him in and let him finish it off. At least try and score some points. But anyway, for this game, I think it's going to be Commanders. I think it's going to be like Commanders 30-17. Comfortable cover.
I was going to say something similar. I'm going to say I'm like 31-17.
Comfortable over, I think. I think Commanders are a great football team. They're a very complete team. Dan Quinn's a really great coach. All right, next we have probably the blowout of the week. We have the New Orleans Saints traveling to the Buffalo Bills.
Just look at those odds, dude.
Holy
cow!
Flashback to when they played at the Buffalo last time. Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram both combined for a huge rushing total. So,
am I reading the money line right?
Yeah,
minus 1,650.
I was gonna start with some flowers, but we'll cover the money line, or we'll cover the spread and all that. Bills are favored by 16.5, favored by 3 possessions. Over under is 48.5. Bills are minus 1,650 on the money line.
At the Bills too, they're at home.
Listen. Okay, if you're thinking that Bills are just going to come out and just absolutely smoke this team.
They are.
Kind of fluky in Seattle. That doesn't happen very often. Especially like the way that punt return occurred. I don't know if that's going to happen again like that. I wouldn't.
This is a drubbing. This is gonna be a drubbing. Bless you. This is going to be a drubbing.
I don't feel great betting anything in this game. I think player props is a great bet for this game. I think, look, 16.5 is a lot. If anybody can do it to Buffalo. And I just think that this is just such a huge, tremendous mismatch. That it's just like, all right.
Absolutely is.
It's just, all right. This is the one stat you really need to know. The Saints have 31 penalties. 31st in the league. Bills have 14, first in the league. Sometimes it's just as simple as that. the team that gets penalized more, you're going to add more offense to an already potent offense. Tips the scales a lot. Let's just say that. It tips the scale a lot.
What's your score?
I think Buffalo is probably going to end up running the ball a lot. I think James Cook's going to have a pretty big game. I think he's probably going to back-to-back 100-yard rushing performances. I think probably a Bills receiver gets 2 touchdowns. Give me the Bills 37 to. Let's see. What do the Saints do? I think 13. We'll give them touchdowns and field goal possessions.
You're a bit meaner than I was gonna be. I was gonna say like 35 to maybe like a mercy 10 points.
Let's just say the Saints are in the driver's seat for the first overall pick.
Firmly right now, dude. I think they're going for it.
They
might as well just be
rapidly turned into the Aints. Rapidly have turned into the Aints. Ain't winning. Let's just say that. It's I mean they could there's always some weird thing that can happen. Like the Saints could get a kickoff. Like they can muff the kickoff. Bills can lead this game in penalties, and they end up surprisingly close.
Yeah,
I just don't see that at Buffalo, man. I really don't. They're a very reliable team to be like, okay, they're probably gonna drench this team in points because they're. And also, like, just this is a horrible matchup for the Saints right now. Like, going to Buffalo after you already just lost at Seattle, it's like, you're going from one side of the country to the other side of the country. You're going from Seattle to New York. It's like the NFL schedule makers were just like, yeah, the Saints are gonna suck. We're gonna give them all these games and call it a day. Yeah, a lot to a little. Let's just say that. All right, but I wouldn't do any of the totals or anything like that. Next, we have the Cleveland Browns at the Detroit Lions. 1-2 versus 2-1.
This is gonna be like a unstoppable force meets an immovable object when it comes to the Browns defense and the Lions offense. So this one's gonna be intriguing to watch just for that kind of like matchup.
Kevin Stefanski's record against the NFC North is actually pretty outstanding. He knows how to play the conference. Oh yeah, what was that stat? I found that stat. Kevin Stefanski versus North.
This is reading out, typing it.
Well, I want to keep the audience involved, my boy.
Yeah. Look, I think the
3-1 record.
I think that's not a lot. That's not a big sample size, dude.
Wait, are they counting preseason in that one?
If they are, I mean, it's probably
I think they are.
Not as big a deal. Yeah, I don't think it's as big a deal as much you think it is. The Lions is more a complete team right now. The Browns' offense is anemic at best. They just beat the Ravens.
Look, Lions at home. Okay, first of all, I really want to say just how far along these two teams have come. Okay, Browns look like they were gonna make a surprise Super Bowl appearance with Baker Mayfield. Lions look like they're dead in the water. Completely flipped now. It's like now the Lions are a serious contender, and the Browns are like terrifying at home. I don't want to. You would not want to. I hope Denver doesn't play the Browns at home this year because
they got a good defense.
That's gonna be.
That's about it.
They have a good defense and they have a good fan base at home. I don't know how they travel. I don't know how they travel.
They're going into the Lions. They're going into the Lions' den.
It's not a far road game for the Browns, but I mean, just the Lions systematically are just a better football team than them right now. I don't think anybody can contend against that. The Browns' offense is just malfunctioning and sputtering. Quinshon Judkins might be their one bright spot, but we'll have to see. I mean, his first game was encouraging, but we'll have to see what he turns out. We'll have to see what he turns out becoming because I think he could be a really good running back. Jerry Jeudy's got to play better though.
He does.
Yeah, like you're getting paid like a top tier wide receiver. Like, you got to play like it, dude. And then Cedric Tillman, like he ended up being a pretty surprise hit for the Browns. Flacco is, he's Flacco. Like
yeah,
there's nothing else to say about Flacco. He's gonna be what he is. He might drop you 3 touchdowns, or he might go one. I mean, he might drop you 3 touchdowns, or he might not even throw one, and then they end up winning the game. So
yeah, but he's still got 2 stout running backs for the Lions. I mean, and
yeah, the key thing for the Lions is that they have got to be sure that Myles Garrett is not on the field when they try to make all their plays, because he is just destroying games. He's wrecking games.
What's your score for this game?
Well, I would say that Myles Garrett's probably what the equivalent of a quarterback is for that defense, because, I mean, he's probably a solid 9-point advantage on any given day. Like,
the Lions got a good O-line, though.
He probably takes 3 possessions away from a defense just because of a few sacks that he pulls. It's incredible. I'd be more concerned about turnovers for the Lions, because like Myles Garrett can absolutely, if they run the ball too much to Myles Garrett, like he's got to punch one of them out.
Yeah,
like you can run the ball for 1,000,000 yards against the Ravens, but it's like when you're going up against Myles Garrett, it's a little different. And Mason Grant's been he's having a good rookie season too. He's been completely underrated this year. My score though, I would say, this is tough because I don't know if anybody scores 20 on the Browns, but it's also at home, so they got that juice. I'd say Lions 27-14.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna say Lions. I'll say 28-10.
Feels like an easy dub for the Lions.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Feels. Okay, this is the weird thing about NFL teams. You could feel like something's gonna happen. You could feel like the Packers gonna go on the road and beat the Browns, and then they lose it. So
yeah,
that's just how it goes.
What about this game coming up?
Yeah, next we have the Tennessee Titans traveling to the Houston Texans. Houston is favored by 7 points. Give me the Titans. Give me the Titans. I think Cam Ward's gonna outduel CJ Stroud.
I gotta take Texans. I think the only good thing they have is their defense. I do think you're right. I think Cam Ward will outduel Stroud, because Stroud's playing awful right now. But I just think the Texans defense is just that much better.
I'm just relying on regression, to be frank. Honestly, I'm relying on regression. I think that Cam Ward is not a bad quarterback. I think he's actually really talented. He just doesn't have anybody to really gel with yet. I think that they're going to start calling routes that fit the offense a little bit better. I think Tony Pollard's probably going to get loose against the Texans' rushing attack. Or against the Texans' rushing defense. Not their rushing attack. My mistake.
Can I predict a tie?
I mean, you could. Everything's
really funny. That'd be really funny. Both these teams are 0-3 and they both just tie.
Yeah, I mean, Texans defense at home. All the stats are saying the Texans are a solid franchise, but I don't know, man. This feels like a silly Titans win. I don't know. I don't know why. I feel like they cover. Let's say that. I feel like they definitely cover. 39.5 is the over under, and Texans are minus 355 on the money line. So. Definitely be going spread or over unders for this. My score for this game, I think it's gonna be 39.5. So they're thinking it's gonna be low. I'm gonna say give me the Titans 10-3.
I was about to say something like that. I'll say like Texans 13-10. Like I don't think it's gonna be high scoring.
I'm concerned about the Texans' pass protection, and I think the Titans have exactly the right thing in Jeffrey Simmons, just the exact right foil to wreck the game. I think Jeffrey Simmons is going to wreck the game. Is what I think, because I think Stroud's going to hold the ball. Stroud's going to hold the ball for too long. He's going to try and look for Nico Collins on a deep over route, and then Jeffrey Simmons is just going to absolutely just destroy him and then get a strip sack. Maybe they return it, maybe they don't. But I feel like that's just how this game's going to go. It's just going to be sack heaven. If you could get a sack number, over on the sacks, way over on the sacks. Both these quarterbacks are going to get sacked a lot. Cam Ward mostly is going to be because he's trying to get receivers that aren't catching the football, and Stroud's going to be because he's holding on to the ball for too long.
All right, well,
definitely stinker of the week. Stinker of the week for sure.
Yeah.
2-0-3 teams is never fun. It's never a fun watch. All right, next we have the Carolina Panthers traveling to the New England Patriots.
I might just take the Patriots in this one, dude.
Patriots are minus 5.5 on the spread. The over-under is 43.5, and Patriots are minus 230 on the money line.
Both these teams feel like a work in progress kind of team. Like they're both still trying to figure shit out.
I feel like the Patriots are a horrible matchup for the Panthers, coming off of a high confidence win. 0-3, like 30-0 is like that must feel great to shut out an opponent, but I feel like the Patriots are just not that kind of opponent.
True, but I just think Vrabel will have those guys ready. I just think this team's more put together than the problem with the Panthers is I just don't know. Like, they're just so weird. Like they do fun. They like one game they look like, oh, this could be a really good team, and then like the next 3 games they just suck.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is I think that Josh McDaniels is going to slice up this defense. I think the defense played really well against Penix. I don't think Penix is. I don't think the Atlanta coaching staff is nearly on the same planet as Josh McDaniels as a New England Patriot.
Yeah,
because Josh McDaniels is a New England Patriot. I mean, he had Tom Brady all those years, but it's like Mac Jones still went to the postseason with Josh McDaniels. So it's like, does he really only play? Does McDaniels just a Patriots stooge? Is that all he could? Is that all he could coach a competent offense on?
Apparently,
it's looking like that. That's what I'm starting to see. That's what I'm starting to see right now. It's like I'm seeing like certain narratives are starting to form that you could sort of have a little bit of an edge on when you're trying to pick these games.
Yeah.
I'd say give me the Patriots. I'm gonna say 23 to Carolina's 17. Bryce Young in close games is, for whatever reason, he could perform in close games, but he's just, I don't know. It's really it's 50-50 if he's ever gonna win them. He's gonna look at least competent for a little bit, but then he's the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde comes out for him, and then he gets absolutely blown up by Keelan White.
I'm going to take the Patriots 21-14. Same score they had against the Steelers, but reverse it.
Oh, I think Patriots get it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
I like this game.
All right. Let's just. So the next game we're going to do is going to be the Los Angeles Chargers at the New York Giants.
Chargers are
Chargers are -6.5 on the road. My over-under is 43.5. Chargers are -298 on the money line. Why in the world would they start Jackson Dart against Jim Harbaugh? Does the Giants do they just want Daniel Jones back? And they're like, look, we'll torture our rookie quarterback by starting him against one of the best defenses in the league, playing him against a Derwin James. Is Khalil Mack back? I don't think Khalil Mack's back.
No, he's not back for a couple more weeks.
Yeah, I don't think he's back for a little bit. He's superhuman, but yeah, that Chargers defense though. Why would you bother starting Jackson Dart against that Chargers defense? I would much rather start Russ just for this week, and then when you're 0-4, then start Jackson Dart, because I just another week of Russ maybe reviving his career. I think would be worth more than running Jackson Dart and just completely destroying his confidence because he's going to get blown up by this team. This is not a good matchup.
Well, they keep going off what he did in the preseason. Like, okay, yeah, he had a good preseason, but again, it's still just preseason. Not all the starters are starting. And the Chargers defense has just been playing. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at the advantage. It's just it's all powder blue.
They're humming right now, man. They're humming right now.
Jim Harbaugh's not gonna have him lose this game, dude. Jim Harbaugh's a better head coach than Brian Daboll is right now. And look, the only person I'm worried about right now is Scatterbo. Because Scatterbo, he did play pretty well against the Chiefs. The Chargers, I mean, they look like they stepped up though against the run game finally, which we've been struggling at for years.
I disagree. I think the Broncos just stopped running the football, and they just decided that they were just going to keep passing it.
No, regardless, it's Scatterbo or bust for them.
Yeah, I think that the Chargers are going to build too big of a lead, and they're not going to be able to use Scatterbo, and they're just going to try and trot Jackson Dart out there to try and win the game for him. If the Chargers start with the ball and this game's 14-0 by like 8 minutes left in the first quarter, I would not be shocked at all. I can also see this game being like 6-0, like exiting the first quarter, because I think the Giants pass rush might be able to get home. Maybe they have enough weapons. We're gonna have to see what Abdul Carter does, man. He's gonna have to start stepping up and playing better. Like, you can't be talking about yourself like a generational talent and then have the kind of stats that you have. This would be if Abdul Carter was to pick a game to really break out, this would be the game to do it.
Our O-line's battered, bro. Our O-line's pretty battered.
Yeah, and like I said, I could easily see this game being 14-0 because the Chargers right now everything's clicking for them. Their defense is flying around. And like I said,
playing out of his mind.
Derwin James is really making a case for Defensive Player of the Year right now. An early case because, he single-handedly stopped the Broncos. I think if Derwin James wasn't playing that game, it's hard to say that the Broncos wouldn't have won that game easily. But yeah, he's just playing really well in that defense.
Yeah, I'm still kind of worried about this game because I'm worried about those Charger trap games because it's still the Chargers. They always have that, like, they always get that one in them. But we got to see how Jackson Dart plays. If Jackson Dart, I wish they started Russ. I really wish they started Russ because I'd be like, yeah, I'm taking this team. The Chargers.
What are you talking about? If I'm a Chargers fan, I'd be happy that they're starting Jackson Dart starting against a potential playoff caliber Chargers team is not ideal. Yeah, not ideal. Let's just say that they probably should have waited a week.
The Giants are trying to just get some juice going because their playoffs are pretty much diminished right now at this point anyway. But they're not. Devils are trying to save his job.
Yeah, and he's thinking that if I start Jackson Dart this week, then okay, well, they're gonna have to keep me. Yeah, I'm big on the Chargers in this game, so I'm not gonna go any further. I will say that I think that the first half could be very down looking on the Chargers, very declining looking on the Chargers. I think second half they're just gonna explode. So if you want to take first half under, second half over, that might be really great for this. But give me the Chargers. I'd say 21-3.
Really?
Maybe they might get shut out.
Right,
I hate starting rookie quarterbacks against good defenses, dude. That is no bueno.
I'm gonna give you the Chargers 24 to. I'll be nice and say 6.
Give the end zone once. Okay. All right. Really, so these next. Okay, so if those matchups weren't really that inspiring, these next two are going to be pretty doozy-ish, shall we say? Yeah. Next, we have the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Battle of 3-0 teams. Eagles are favored -3.5.
They haven't been playing great.
Yeah, against the Buccaneers at home.
Buccaneers
great. As a home dog is really, really tasty. I will say that. That is a really tasty line right there.
I think this is
over under
the Eagles.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
You're good. No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I think this is the week Eagles get exposed as frauds.
Over under is 43.5. Bucks are plus 164 on the money line. Yeah, I would say that not so fast, my friend. I think the Eagles' passing attack is probably going to have a really great day against the Bucks. I think Jalen Hurts is probably going to figure out how to unlock the passing attack, and I think Saquon has a good day too because I think the pass sets up the run, and if the pass sets up the run, then obviously ipso facto, probably Saquon's going to have a nice day.
I think
maybe not on the interior runs. I think probably on the exterior on the outside zone, all the stuff that to the edge would probably be a lot better fits for Saquon in this game. Bucks defense still got Levante David. Did they have Vita Vea or is he injured?
They still have Vita Vea.
Okay, yeah. Still got Kalijah Kancey. He's been playing a lot better too. This
I'm
one's tough.
The Bucks.
This is a hard one.
The Bucks.
This is really going to come down to can the Bucks put up points on the Philadelphia defense.
Philly's got a good defense, but I think Baker could will it into existence because I think Baker's a better quarterback right now than Jalen Hurts.
I don't know. The Philadelphia's D line has been playing outstanding. Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. They just wrecked that Rams game. That was just absolute destruction. Second half of that game was just. Dude, that's gonna be hard for them to beat, especially like Tampa Bay interiorly against Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. Like that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be tough. Bucky Irving's gonna have to really have a great game. He's gonna have to really play solid. Their offensive line's gonna have to really step it up because this is gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough challenge. for them in the trenches. And that's gonna be where the game's won and lost. I mean, obviously, like, oh, that's the cliche, you know. But this truly is gonna be that. This one I wouldn't take beforehand. I would try and see what's gonna happen in the middle of the game. Because if it's Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis just getting easy pass rushes against Baker Mayfield, it's like, okay, like the Eagles got this pretty handily. But if Baker's got that moxie, man, if he's got that freaking downfield passing, if Emeka Egbuka's gonna be the key to this game for the Bucs.
He is
absolutely gonna be key. If he's got to have a huge game, he's got to have a huge game. If he like Quinton Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, I think against Emeka Egbuka right now, I would probably take Emeka Egbuka. He's playing outstanding. Like, just too. It's not so much the stats. It's more so just how he's getting open in the plays that he makes to actually beat teams. Because there's two ways to play receiver. There's you can play receiver to get the maximum amount of stats possible, or you can make game-changing plays to win games. That's the thing about Courtland Sutton that I always just wanted Courtland Sutton to just be the game-changing wide receiver instead of the stat-stuffing wide receiver. But that's like the Dez Bryant. You know, like Dez Bryant always would stuff the stats, but it's like, you know, oh, the Dez Cotter game. It's like, okay, great. Like, by rule, he didn't. So they didn't step up when the plays mattered. You know, and I feel like Emeka Egbuka is up. Like, when the plays matter, you throw it to him.
What do you got? Wait, what's the score?
Yeah, dude. Okay. One more thing. This is the one team I'm really concerned about Philadelphia not being able to move the ball on, because the tush push is not automatic against the Bucs.
Against Vita Vea?
Not automatic. If Philadelphia's offense is so intransigent about running the tush push on 3rd and 1, and they're trying to run it against Vita Vea and Kalachi Kancey, I'm sorry, you that's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Let's just say that. They could try it maybe once or twice, but Philadelphia is gonna lose linemen this game if they keep doing that against those two, because it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough trying to run the tush push on those two.
Yeah.
And if Philadelphia's not successful running the tush push, then their offense might get into a lot of 4th and 1s and just might punt it. So
the Bucs always have had the Eagles number, though. I will say
Bucs have had the Eagles, recently, but I don't know, man. We'll have to see. Bucs have had the Eagles number until they didn't. So, I'm gonna say, I really do like the Eagles in this game, though. And the more that I'm talking about it, the more I'm talking myself into the Eagles.
Then take the Eagles.
Because you're gonna take the Bucs, right?
Yeah, I'm taking the Bucs.
Okay, what's your score? What's your score?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be pretty close. We'll say like 38-35. I think it's gonna be a pretty good game.
Oh, I'm very excited about the football. This is gonna be a good football matchup. I'm gonna take the Eagles, and I'm gonna take them 24-21 walk-off field goal. I think it's just the Tampa Bay Bucs getting 2 kicks blocked last week, and the Eagles blocking 2 kicks this week doesn't seem unlikely. I think Eagles gonna get a block kick in this game. I think this is gonna come down to special teams once more. Like I said, I think matchups on the field very, very even. I think like if it was just offense and defense, I think this team would be very even. But I think special teams kind of changes that a lot. All right, next we have the Indianapolis Colts traveling to the Los Angeles Rams.
This is gonna be a fascinating game.
Oh yeah, good back-to-back matchups. I kind of. Oh,
Eric Dickerson Bowl. I think what I like about this game most of all is that like we're going to figure out who the Colts are this game, because I mean they did well against the Broncos. They've been playing pretty well, but I mean they beat who they beat. I mean the Broncos is really the only tough matchup. The Dolphins really.
Oh, okay. I'm taking all. Okay. So the over. Okay, so Rams are 3.5 point favorites at home. Over under is 49.5 minus 185. at SoFi Arena in California. Give me the over in this game, big time, big time. All these stats are saying take the Rams and the Colts offense. This is going to be a shootout. This is going to be an absolute shootout.
I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, and the shootouts, I would say probably going to be favored towards a team that could run the football a little bit better.
I mean, the Colts could run the football.
Yeah, but so can the Rams. So great game. I think this is gonna be fantastic. This is gonna be if you love offensive football, this is gonna be an offensive football spades, an absolute spades, absolute football heaven for offensive minded people. I'd say this feels like both quarterbacks throws for 400 and whoever wins this game is gonna have the ball last. Easily could see either one of these teams winning that. In that regard, I was leaning Colts. I'm thinking the Rams pull off the late upset. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. I think Rams pull off late upset. Don't cover though. Check it out. Don't cover. Give me the Rams 30-27. This matchup reminds me a lot of when they played the Niners and they beat the Niners to go to the Super Bowl a few years back.
I think the Rams just have. Look, I don't know much about Shane Steichen, but I know. I just think Sean McVay is a tad bit better head coach, and I just think he's got a better game plan drawn up for that defense. So I mean, I gotta go with it's gonna be close. I'm gonna go with Rams, 31-28.
Yeah, I'm expecting some regression from the Colts. The Colts have to regress at some point. This is okay. So outside of so they played Denver at home, then they went on the road to play Tennessee, and now they're on the road to play California team that just came off a crushing defeat. I would take the Rams. Like logic says Rams in that regard. Okay, next we have the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to the San Francisco 49ers.
This one's to be weird. This is a weird one.
Give me the Niners.
Really? Even with all their injuries?
Mm-hmm. Give me the Niners.
I'm still waiting to see what's going on with Travis Hunter. Like, is he ever going to break out and be the superstar everybody's been talking about?
I hate when teams travel this far. Because I mean, Jacksonville was already at Bengals. Did they host Houston? I thought that was at Houston.
It was at Houston. They've been traveling a lot. Actually,
if this is a 3-game road game stretch for them, yeah, out. Especially like 2 back-to-back home games for the Niners. Give me the comfort. I know that they don't have Nick Bosa. I tend to think that the Niners offense actually still playing pretty well under Mac Jones, to be frank. I don't know if Purdy I'm being really honest here. I don't know if spending the money on Purdy actually might not have been worth it.
I've been telling you.
Niners probably. Can you imagine Daniel Jones on the Niners now? That actually might not have been bad if Daniel Jones went to the Niners instead. Would have been the same kind of coaching tree like with KOC and Kyle Shanahan.
What's your score?
I'd still say Niners defense is still going to play great. The secondary's still been playing really well, and frankly, I'll take the stability of the Niners organization and just the team and how the team's presented instead of the Jaguars. I feel like the Jaguars are trying to figure out what they want to do on offense. Like, they're doing some good stuff on offense. I still feel like they don't really have an identity yet, though. Whereas I feel like I know who the Niners are. The Niners are, we're going to give McCaffrey the football. We're going to run play action and give Ricky Pearsall shots. We're going to get some chunk yardage.
I'll go with Jags.
Oh, wow, you're going with Jags. Okay. What's the score?
Yeah. I'm going to say 30-22. Weird score.
Dude, we've seen this script before at the Jaguars and they blew it. So, backup quarterback comes in.
I just think the Niners too battered up, bro. They've lost a lot of guys.
I don't think it matters. So Niners are -3 on the spread. Over under is 47.5, and Niners are -175 on the money line. Dude, I really, everything's telling me Niners. Because I feel like their defense is still just better than the Jaguars' offense. So I'm going to say give me the Niners. Check it out. This is going to be a weird score. 25-15.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. Niners, I think, might get a few scoregamis this year because they have some weird scores already.
They do.
Yeah.
Did they win like 16 last game?
15 to 16? Like, that's baseball. That's like a high-scoring baseball game.
Really high-scoring baseball game.
They have some. I think they're going to end up having some weird scores this year.
Oh, I hope
and Niners like as like a team have had a lot of scoregamis, so I think that they might get a few more this year.
They're a good team. I just think they're just too battered at this point.
I think they're just better coached at this point, but we'll see. All right, next we have the Baltimore Ravens traveling to the Kansas City Chiefs.
I hope the Chiefs just belt to ass, just destroy the Chiefs, and they can.
You see, just say the Chiefs should absolutely belt to ass the Chiefs.
No, the Ravens. Oh my bad. No, the Ravens should. You know what happened was I read Chiefs and then I just said Chiefs. You know what? You ever do that? You're looking at something.
I hope the Chiefs absolutely destroy themselves, man.
I mean, I hope so. I hope that too. But I hope the Ravens just tear whatever's left the Chiefs apart, dude. I want the Chiefs to go 1-3.
Oh yeah, this feels like Lamar Jackson throws for 400. Has 4 touchdowns, rushes for 120. Like, this is Chiefs are -2.5 on the road. Over under is 48.5, and they're -155 on the money line as of right now, as of recording. Yeah, -2.5 as the Ravens. Like, yeah, they're just. This feels like the championship pedigree. This feels like, oh, they got Andy Reid, they got Travis Kelce, they got Patrick Mahomes, they got the big names. That feels like oh, they got the big names line instead of. The reality is, Ravens are so much better than the Kansas City Chiefs right now.
They are
so much better than them right now. And if they did, like I said, if they didn't have 3 fumbles, that could have gone either way. Like, Ravens would be 3-0 right now.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like they had 3-0 in their hands a few times, and they just let the games just slip away. Like, look, can Kansas City challenge late? Maybe.
The Ravens defense can't give up like they've been giving up at towards the end of the game. They cannot keep doing that. That's the only way the Chiefs win this game is if the Ravens defense starts sucking, and then Patrick Mahomes just takes advantage of that. Because here's the thing, it's still Patrick Mahomes. He'll make you pay for it.
I think the problem is that the personnel is just not the same for the Chiefs. Whereas the personnel is a lot different for.
The first game, Jim Harbaugh, he had it best. He said, Jim Harbaugh, give him nothing. He said, Mahomes, give him nothing. Basically, don't let him take advantage of you. Give him nothing. And I don't think the Ravens can't do that either. The Broncos can't do that either. Don't give Mahomes anything to work with.
I think the Ravens can do that. Well, and also, this is such a mismatch for the Chiefs defense. Like, Spagnuolo's been a great coach, but it's like, dude, eventually you just don't have the players to keep up with your scheme. And their game plan last time against Lamar, I mean, obviously it didn't work because, I mean, Lamar had a huge game. But I feel like this game in particular is like, and also like, this is a really tough matchup for the Chiefs because the circumstances. The Chiefs are coming off of a 22-9 win at Giants. Then they're coming back home to beat a severely pissed off Ravens team. The Ravens, like, that whole roster has got to be insane right now. I would not.
Livid.
I would want to be a fly on the wall in those meetings right now because, oh my gosh, those meetings are probably like everybody's probably just so heated like all the time at Baltimore right now, which is not a good recipe. Lamar Jackson's stats this season: he has 722 yards, 9 touchdowns, 72% completion rating. He's stellar. They're finishing drives, 141 pass quarterback completion rate.
Yeah, he's playing pretty well. He's playing very well.
Completion rate, QBR. He's averaging a first down at every attempt. Like, what else you want? What else you want from me? Chiefs lose in a massive way. I think that's maybe why they might have moved this. That maybe why they put this game at 1:00
Sunday.
They might think that this might be a blowout, and I think Ravens just have everything to play for in this game. The Chiefs just frankly don't have the juice anymore.
What's your score?
One thing I will give the Chiefs some. I'll give them this. If Karlaftis and Chris Jones can disrupt the rushing attack, I think the Ravens might want to be sure about the routes they're calling. Just make sure that everybody gets open. Because like the Lions game, like they were calling some crazy concepts and they were getting wide ass open every time, but they were also calling the same shit, and Lions figured that out. They were like, oh, that was that corner route on, like they kept calling that same corner route with Mark Andrews, and then they did it once with, I believe, Rashad Bateman, and they got picked off. So it's like, Todd Monken's gonna have to start, like, open up the playbook, man. Like, you got Lamar Jackson, dude. Like, let the guy cook. He'll win you a game. Ravens a lot to a little. Let's just say that.
I'm gonna give the Ravens 30-21.
Oh, I think this is gonna be Ravens 45 to Chiefs 20.
I hope you're right.
Yeah,
I'm being way too generous.
I think this is gonna be an absolute beatdown. Or and I mean that's Kansas City for you though. Like Kansas City, all they have to do is really just. I mean, penalties aren't in Kansas City's favor. It's like this roster feels different. They feel like a
anemic.
They feel like that. When milk gets like 2 days before expiration, like you can kind of push it, but you're like, all right, it's 2 days before expiration. Probably shouldn't have it. That's what Kansas City feels like.
I hear you.
They feel like they're almost to being expired. So they may have these juice for these kind of games, but they always play these teams kind of rough. So, but I think it's a lot to a little. Lamar's just playing outstanding right now. He's just playing too good. All right, next we got the Chicago Bears traveling to the Las Vegas Raiders. Battle of the 1 and 2s, baby. Another 1 and 2 battle. So, Bears are -1.5 on the road. Over under is 47.5, and Bears are -112 on the money line. The thing that's gonna be a toss up. Surprise. I'm going with the Raiders, I think.
Really? I was about to go with the Raiders.
I think they found something with Trey Tucker. Dude, he's fast. He's really fast.
I think Genty breakout game. I think Genty's gonna break out this game.
Yeah, I'm just not sure about the Bears pass rush for sure. Like Montez Sweat's like, okay, like, all right. Like I think they have all right talent. They still Jalen Johnson's still pretty good, but he's not gonna cover Trey Tucker. He's too slow. He's not gonna be able to. And I feel like Geno's putting up good stats. Okay, all right. Geno's putting up good stats. He's not doing great on the gotta have it. And excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I think last week was a fluke for the Bears too.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys just aren't very good at covering the deep passing game, whereas I feel like the Raiders are surprisingly really good at covering the deep passing game. I think that they can track the football well, especially like the parameter was the Chargers, and Herbert wasn't really completing any passes like further than 10 yards down the field. He got a few, but that was because Quentin Johnston actually figured out how to play football. So
the 160-yarder.
Yeah, and I think the Bears down the field, I think if Geno's got time, man, they're gonna be able to let it rip, and especially in Allegiant Stadium, like that home crowd's gonna want. I mean, let's face it. Let's say this: if the Raiders turn against their own team, they're gonna lose this game. If the Raiders put up points early and the Raiders fans are all right with it, then I think the Bears are in for a long day.
What's your score?
This could be a shootout though. I'm thinking Caleb Williams. I think Ben Johnson's finally figuring it out and calling the right plays for Caleb.
Well, I think Pete Carroll's a good defensive mind.
I like what I saw out of the Bears though. I really like what I saw the play calling the next week. Personally, I think that this game is probably going to be a comfortable over. I'm going to say I think Raiders win late. So I'm going to say Raiders 20, as much as I don't want it to happen. I'm going to say Raiders 28 to Bears 24. I think Caleb just stalls out this game.
I'm going to say Raiders 21-18. I think Ash Jensen's going to come alive this game.
Wait. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, okay. I got 52. Oh, I'm about to say, like, wait a minute. I said comfortable over, and then I took the under of my score. I was like, wait a minute. I did not. All right. This is a weird game. I really don't know who's gonna win that one. I feel like Raiders always just thrive on those weird games. That game could go under. I really feel like under would be a solid hedge for that one.
This game is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and then we have Sunday. Next, we have Sunday Night Football with the Green Bay Packers traveling to the Dallas Cowboys.
Just give me Green Bay already.
Green Bay surprising loss to the Cleveland Browns. I think that's more of a symptom of the Myles Garrett effect at home. And
have a good pass rusher.
Yeah, in the
Dallas.
the Browns still just having a great run scheme. Like their running attack is still really outstanding.
They know how to run the rock, dude.
Anybody can run anybody. My slow ass could have yards in that offense, dude. They're just getting canyons open, man. Whereas I feel like Green Bay's offense is just geared to just absolutely feast on teams like Dallas. They just can't cover deep, no pass rush.
Micah's gonna feast this game.
Oh yeah, this is Micah Parsons' revenge game, dude. This should have been Micah on. We should have been talking about Micah as a Dallas Cowboy trying to get Jordan Love, and
now we're talking about him going after Dak Prescott. I'm
gotta
taking the Packers. Cowboys don't have a defense. It's CeeDee Lamb or bust. I don't even know if he's playing this game. They have no run. They have no rushing attack.
I just feel like they're not going to be able to generate any pressure on Jordan Love, and Jordan Love's just going to rip him apart like he did last time. I feel like it's going to be a repeat of last time.
I am too. This is going to be a deja vu game.
See, I don't know. I'm saying that right now. I'm saying that in total confidence, and then watch. The Cowboys are going to be up like 20-0.
No, they're not.
They're
not.
Football's a funny game, bro. Football's just a funny game. If
no,
everything goes according to scratch, this game should be well within the Packers' hands. Packers are favored by 7 on the road. Over under is 47.5 and minus 340 on the money line. I'm
taking Packers by a lot, dude. I think it's gonna be the same score, 14-10 or 42-10.
This feels like a good player prop game for Jordan Love. I feel like Matthew Golden is gonna be. I think Matthew Golden's gonna break out game. I think Matthew Golden's gonna have over 100. Because I just feel like the Cowboys, Deron Bland and Trayvon Diggs, I don't think they can cover that kind of speed. And the Packers just love to throw the ball down the field. That's how they roll. They'll throw the ball down the field and then they'll run it to Josh Jacobs.
This is what's gonna happen. The Packers are gonna score. Dallas gets the ball. They punt. Green Bay gets the ball back. They score again. Dallas punts the ball. Green Bay gets the ball back. They score again.
Yeah, Dak throws a ball. Jonte Williams has a fumble, or Dak throws a pick.
Dude, at 42
Micah forces a fumble. I think that any range of outcomes happens, and I think it's probably going to be Packer. I think it's going to be Jordan Love just having it. I think he's going to have a good day. This is not Cleveland. This is not Cleveland. 100,000% this defense is not Cleveland's defense.
And then defense is pretty trash still.
And then Cowboys just traded away. Cowboys just traded away the season, I guess. They're gonna go see the Packers get like the 25th pick in the draft, maybe 28th. That doesn't seem like a good game plan to me, man. So who at 27 is gonna be Micah Parsons in this draft? Mm-hmm. Who? I would like to figure that out. Because it's just, I feel like they just traded away their season for nothing.
No, they did. Anyways, what was your score for that game?
My score for that game is going to be 33-21. I still think the Cowboys could put up points.
You're being way too nicer than I was.
No,
I mean, 40.
Listen, dude. Dallas is the king of garbage time production, dude.
Oh, no,
they always talk about Dak's stats, and it's like, okay, like when did he do it? Did he do it in the first quarter, or did he do it in the fourth quarter? And most of the time, it's fourth quarter. And they're like, oh, that means he's great in the fourth quarter. It's like, okay, if the other team already gave up because they already won the game, that's not great. No, that just means you just know. That means you just know how to prevent defense.
All right, now we got this game to talk about.
All right, next we have the New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins. Battle of the 0-3 teams. Miami is favored by 3. Over under is 45.5. Dolphins are minus 148 on the money line. Give me the Jets. Give me the Jets. I love their fight at Tampa Bay.
I love Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn's a good head coach.
And this is the second road game in a row, but they're still in Florida. So they didn't have to travel far. Which means all those Florida boys that are already still down there, you know, they're loving that summer sun in Miami. Yeah, man. It's just going like 3 hours down south versus traveling across country like the Saints is a lot different.
Am I reading this right with the advantage? 32, 32, 32, 32, 32 on the Dolphins defense?
Yeah, man. Jets offense has been surprisingly competent, which is
well, they have they got a defensive coordinator.
Like, look, they're nothing. I don't think they're anything special. They're obviously 0-3, but I feel like Aaron Glenn's got them fighting. I think it's completely different than Mike McDaniel, where I feel like Mike McDaniel's slow. This roster is slowly fraying at the seams. And if they go 0-4, it's like, dude, Mike McDaniel's job security is secure for whatever reason, but I mean, look, I wouldn't put it past Stephen Ross to just tell Mike McDaniel, like, all right, let's just lose, let's tank, let's get the first overall pick, and let's get rid of Tua. I think backroom discussions, like Stephen Ross is probably like, maybe we don't want to win this game.
Well, it's not a hard defensive scheme. The Jets don't really have to do much on defense. They just have to stop Tua, and that's not really hard to do, as we've seen.
Let Tua make mistakes. That's literally what the game plan is. Just let Tua make mistakes.
He's going to.
Yeah. And I feel that
the score's be low.
I just feel like the Jets, just their offense is competent enough that they can win, and their defense is probably better than the Dolphins' offense right now. So I'm gonna say,
almost beat the Bucs.
Ugly game. This is gonna be an ugly. This is good. Thank God the Broncos are on an hour later, because man, this would be a horrible Monday Night Football game.
What's your score?
Give me the Jets. I would take the spread in this game for the Jets. I wouldn't take anything else. I'd say give me the Jets. Maybe Jets money line. I'd say give me the Jets 21-9.
All right.
Comfortable under. I think this is when we see Miami explode.
I'm going to say Jets 23-10.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the Jets just, like, they almost beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, the roster is playing for Aaron Glenn. Like, they obviously love his coaching. They obviously like him. Whereas I feel like Mike McDaniel is like, I feel like he doesn't.
He lost the locker room. It feels
everybody's kind of just like hem-hawing on each other, and it's like it doesn't. I feel like they lost their season when they lost to the Bills. That's when they all right, season's over. I feel like they're more likely to quit. Whereas I feel like the Jets are not quitting on Aaron Glenn.
All right, Cam.
All right,
Cam, I know you want to talk about.
Yeah, finally we have the Denver Broncos hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. Denver is -7 at home. Over under is 44.5. Denver is minus 340 on the money line.
You better beat the brakes off this team.
One would hope.
I think you will. I mean, I think they got a bad taste in mouth after last game.
I'm getting the feeling that this might be Minnesota Vikings kind of W for the Broncos. I just don't think, since he has a great offensive line, I really just I feel that in my bones, man. It's just I think their offensive line is not very good, and it just feels like for right now, it just feels like the Broncos' offense is just. It feels like the Broncos' offense just needs to just tighten just a few things up, because they were really close to having glory for those 2 wins. It's just a few things in the passing game just need to just tighten up a little bit. Yeah. And Sean Payton needs to be more willing to give J.K. Dobbins the ball and R.J. Harvey. Like he needs to give them the ball more.
This is a good game to get a rebound with, because I mean, like the Bengals are spiraling. They're not going anywhere this year.
Yeah, I think losing Burrow is probably just horrific. Broncos I just don't feel like they're going to be able to generate any passing plays that Denver's not going to be able to disrupt. And it's just going to be more so focused on the Broncos. It's going to be the Broncos pass rush that's going to win this game. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you like 3 times.
No, you're good. No, it's really not much to say about the Bengals. I mean, their O-line sucks. Their quarterback's not very good. They have no defense outside of Hendrickson. If the Broncos lose this game, that's panic time. But I don't think they're losing this game.
I could see Cincinnati scheme-wise trying to scheme up something for Jake Browning. I'm just not. If I'm the Bengals, I would not feel comfortable going up against the Broncos pass rush right now, especially if you're how the offensive line's played. They have not taken any pressure off the quarterback at all, and it's seeming that it's going to be more. It was more Burrow doing the quick passing game or bust.
Yeah, I mean, you hit Herbert 14 times and sacked him 5 last game. So I mean, and the Bengals offensive line is far worse than the Chargers O-line.
Yeah, I think Denver's gets just such an advantage defensively over the Bengals that I'd say give me the points. I think it's going to be Denver. I'd say 28-7 because I'm still not sold on Denver's passing attack.
I'm going to say 42 to 17. I'm going to say Denver 42-17. I think you're going to drub them.
I wouldn't consider it drubbing, but
you guys are pissed after the last game. You know that they want to get that taste out of their mouth.
There's just a weird thing about some of these games, man. It's like anytime you're thinking that it's gonna be a blowout, more than likely it's probably gonna be a 10-point victory, maybe.
Well, I guess we'll see then.
Alrighty, folks, that's our predictions for Week 4 of the NFL season. Can you believe it?
Already Week 4.
Games to watch. I'd say Baltimore, Kansas City is gonna be great. I think we're in for a treat for that one. And
Tampa.
Then, and I probably think the actual like serious games of the week are going to be Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, Indianapolis, Rams. Rams 2 huge games back to back. Who would have guessed?
And watch a game you could laugh at. You could watch the Packers destroy the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, if you want some real football blunders, it's probably going to be Houston, Tennessee. I'm thinking blocked punts. I'm thinking safeties. I'm thinking that one's going to be a fun one to watch. That one's going to be a fun.
Yeah.
We might see. I'm so pulling for an 18-11 victory in that game because that would be a score economy. And that this game in particular, 2 0-3 AFC South teams, ripe, prime. At Texan Stadium, that's gonna be the all-time sneaky game of the week. And frankly, I think the Jets could really pull it off, man. I really think the Jets can beat Miami.
Well, it's not like they're playing a hard team.
Weird game of the week. Bears and Raiders. That one just weirds me out. I don't know who is going to win that one. That one I'm legitimately concerned about.
Yeah, me too. All right, well,
that's our predictions for Week 4, everybody. We'll see if we do a little better this week.
Have a good one.
Have a good one, everybody.
All right, cool.